Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, March 21st, 2025, and it is a day A. For instrumentals, it's a day 5. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy to see you guys here at school. It is a Friday and we have now arrived at the end of the week. The weekends often dominate our minds on a day like Friday. We might think about the great things that we might be looking forward to doing on a Saturday, perhaps even on Sunday. But one of the things I want to remind you about is Friday still exists. Today is the only day in your life where you will be able to have Friday, March 21st, 2025. It'll never happen again for the rest of your life. So I want you to focus on this present moment because there's a lot of blessings that are going on right underneath your nose. And it's really just begging you to just notice it. What around you right now are blessings? And if you remember to take that breath, you have found one of those blessings. Because that breath is simple. It's something that you do without even thinking, but it actually sustains your life, right? That's a blessing. What other blessings are there? Who are the other blessings out there? Perhaps it's your best friend. Perhaps it's your teacher. Maybe even your principal. Maybe there's a blessing of just looking yourself in the mirror and seeing that reflection of you really has something in store in the future, that you have the potential, you have the ability to impact the future. Now, with all of the blessings that are actually happening right now, without you thinking about the future and without you thinking about the past, how do we operate? We've got 3 expectations now. Number 1, let's be respectful. Respect that reflection you see in the mirror. That person is meant for great things. You just have to allow yourself to do those great things. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say the version that you want to put out into the world is the version that is going to go achieve and make this world a better place. When I spoke to the students on bus 6, it wasn't just about rules. It's about making the world a better place. When I talk about how we act in the cafeteria, when I've had to speak to some of you guys about doing a good job sitting in the lobby right after you dump your trays. Well, guess what? It's not just about following rules. It's about making this world a better place. You are meant to make a better place, so you have to respect yourself. And then notice that the other kids around you and the grown-ups, well, we are all here to make a better place in the future. This world can be a better world as long as we all set our minds to it. So let's respect the existence of the next student. You don't even have to be best friends with him or her, but that person exists, and I hope that you see potential in that person. And it doesn't matter if it's someone you don't even get along with. That person, in his or her own way, may be meant to do great things in a way you haven't even thought about. So give that person respect. And your teachers, it's not just about them doing great things in the future. The choices that they made in life, all of those decisions that they made have arrived today, March 21st, and they are your teachers. They are the people working in our school at this moment. So they are actively making this world a better place. And of course, they are bound to do great things in the future, just like you are. That brings me to this present moment once again. But it starts now. You can actually start making this world a better place now. Start with respect. Give your ears to the people who need to be talking. Give your effort to those who ask you to do the right things. Make sure that you check yourself even when nobody else is looking. Number 2, show that you're responsible. With the ability to do great things implies that you can take action. Your hands and your feet, the words that come out of your mouth can all be encouraging. They can all be loving. They can all be caring. I know for a fact that you guys are really able to be respectful because you guys have truly been incredibly respectful and responsible with yourselves in front of guests, in front of guest teachers, in front of substitutes, in front of me. But I also know that there are moments where grown-up isn't around. Maybe when you're on the bus, it's just a safety patrol. Or maybe in the cafeteria, it's just the assistants. You got to give the people who have authority the authority that they deserve. And what I mean by that is it's no longer just the assistants in the cafeteria. They deserve to have the respect that you give to teachers. The safety patrols on the bus, they should be given the respect that is due to them because I've asked them to do a job. And with all of that being said, there are moments when there's nobody watching you. And what decisions are you going to make? Can you take responsibility with your realm of control? Your hands and your feet, the things that you might even talk about could be hurtful or they can be encouraging. Every one of you has a story. When you go home and you're sitting around the dinner table or you're talking to your parents or your siblings, you're going to tell today like a story. And there are going to be a lot of characters. You're the main character of your own story, of course, but your friends will be supporting characters. And hopefully your friends are going to play heroes in your story. What I don't want you to do is be a villain in somebody else's story. So think about all the other people who are around you. Every single one of them going to tell a story, and you're going to be a character in their story. Do you really want to be a villain? Or are you going to be a hero? It's your choice. It's in your realm of control. It's your responsibility. Number 3, show that you're ready to be the best version of yourself. And with things that go on, changes in the day, your mind may be stuck in that rock brain. How can you relax? And when you assess problems that really, really work you up, you have to assess, are they small, medium, or big problems? And then when you respond to a small problem, you should respond in an appropriate fashion. You don't want to respond to a small problem as if it was a big problem. Pause, sit back for a moment and think before you respond. Be ready, okay? And then I'll go back to that theme of making a better world in the future. That starts now. You've got to practice. And I want you to practice being ready so that when it is your turn and your time to shine in the future, you can really make a difference in a positive way. It's a Friday. You may be thinking about the weekend still, but just know that there's some great things going on right now, and you have influence over it. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go spread that message to everybody else. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day. And as always, I like you just the way you are.